Hey everyone, Andy from wagertalk.com. We're going to be breaking down the Eagles and the Rams. The Eagles come in at minus 4.5. Rams plus 4.5. Over under is set at 50. This is a great game, really exciting game, and I've got a pretty strong opinion about this game. I want to remind everybody, if you want to use the promo code LANG7, LANG7, it gets you 7 days for $79. That includes 5% plays. We are perfect in 5% plays in the NFL season. 4-0, we've hit one every single week. We're number 2 on Wager Talk for college football and NFL plays at 22 units. And we've got UFC that is up for this weekend on an 11-3 run there. It includes all of our plays. So use the promo code LANG7, gets 7 days for $79. Really great deal, includes all 5% plays. I want to go over some stats here real quick before we give my official pick. So these two teams are right next to each other in yards per play and yards allowed per play. So really big stat. They are neck and neck, right next to each other. DeAndre Swift, despite having 1 carry for 3 yards in week 1, he's second in the NFL in rushing yards. So we've seen the Eagles really turn into this bully ball type of offensive line. Wasn't great against Washington, but they still have had success running the ball. The Rams, 4.4 yards per carry allowed. The Eagles, 3.3 yards per carry allowed. Big advantage there in the defense in the running game. Now, however, in the passing game, Eagles, 5th most passing yards allowed. They've had injuries in the secondary. The Rams, the 8th least passing yards allowed. And the Rams have the 2nd most passing yards in the league. So those are some stats to look at. And I think at 4.5, I went the Rams with these 4.5 points. There's a couple ways you can look at the way the Eagles have started the season. You could say, well, they one score against the Patriots. That doesn't look great. The Vikings, 1 score against the Vikings. They did dominate the Buccaneers, but then they barely beat the Commanders. Needed overtime. So that's one way to look at it. The other way you could look at it is they're 4-0. They seem to be avoiding the Super Bowl hangover. They lost their offensive coordinator. Starting off 4-0, I know it's not the most dominating performance, but I mean, talk about first world problems. You're going to complain about style points in the NFL when you're 4-0. So I choose to look at the Eagles that way, that I think they're going to get better as the season goes on, and they will fall into place, and they will be one of the elite teams coming into the season and coming into the end of the season. And I don't want my team peaking early. I want my team to get these 4 wins and not look great so I can get better as the season goes on. That being said, I want these 4.5 points from the Rams. I love the advantage that the Rams are going to have in the pass defense. They are probably not going to be able to shut down the Eagles' passing attack, but I know the Rams are going to be able to throw on the Eagles. There was a stat that the Eagles, going into yesterday, had scored first in 19 out of 23 games. So the game script had really favored them. They let Washington score first, and they let Washington hang around, and they let Washington take them to overtime there. And I think the Rams can do this. I would take the Rams at anything above a field goal. I don't really think the home field advantage matters much, but what I do think that matters is that Stafford is going to be able to throw. Kyren Williams had a good day on the ground from fantasy purposes yesterday against the Colts, but I mean, he was very effective, but he's very hit or miss, and the Colts' rush defense is kind of softened up over the last couple games. So I don't think Kyren Williams is going to have that big of a day on the ground. But I think Stafford is going to play well. He's gone over 300 yards 3 out of 4 games. If you're looking for a player prop, I would love to take an over on Matthew Stafford. I'm guessing that number is going to come out around probably 280, between 280 and 290. So anything below 290, I would look to the over on this one. But the official play for this one has got to be the Rams plus 4.5 at home against the Eagles' pass defense. That's very suspect, and they're not blowing out teams. The Rams, listen, they squeaked out a win against the Colts, but sometimes, those wins can really, really build morale for a team, and I think the Rams are going to be playing with a lot of confidence and momentum. I do think the Eagles win a close one. They move to 5-0, but from the point spread perspective, I will take the Rams plus 4.5. Please give this video a like. It lets Wager Talk know I'm doing a good job. Use that promo code LANG7 for 7 days for $79 of all plays. It includes 5% plays. And check out all of our other gambling content. We have full video breakdowns for all the NFL games, for tons of college video games. They're only a few minutes long. If you have a game that you're kind of thinking about betting on and you're looking for maybe some different nuggets or stats that maybe you haven't uncovered yourself. That's what those videos are great for. So go check some of those out. Good luck on all your bets, everyone, and we will see everyone next video.